Award shows can be very scandalous events. Some celebrities even manage to embarrass themselves on live TV for everyone to see. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm Mackenzie and let's get into the top 10 celebrity scandals that happened at award shows part 3. But first, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. In at number 10, Sofia Vergara. While the Television Academy chairman Bruce Rosenblum was giving a speech at the 2014 Emmys, he directed actress Sofia Vergara to stand on a revolving pedestal. At first it was somewhat of a funny joke, but then Sofia stood on the pedestal and posed, while Rosenblum went on to give a speech that probably nobody paid attention to. After the speech, the whole debacle got tons of criticism. It seemed like somewhat of a joke or justification around the sex sells mentality that we see in advertisements a lot of the time, and feminists and other women's rights groups didn't think it was funny. Vergara commented that she didn't understand the criticism and she didn't think it was demeaning, rather it showed you can be hot and make fun of yourself. In at number 9, missing Oscars. This incident is something that could have been turned into a major disaster for the Academy, but thankfully the crisis was narrowly avoided. Only weeks before the 2000 Academy Awards, 55 Oscars trophies were stolen from a loading dock. The Academy rushed to replace the missing trophies in time for the show, but thankfully a man named Willie found 52 of them while rummaging through a dumpster behind a convenience store in LA. He was given a $50,000 reward for finding them, as well as 2 tickets to the show. The real thieves claimed that they chickened out and that's why they dumped them. And even though they were found, the Academy still gave the stars new trophies anyway. In at number 8, Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser was known as the lovable star of hits like The Mummy and Georgia of the Jungle, and although he's in and out of the business every few years, he made headlines in 2010 for a strange reason. While he was at the Golden Globe Awards, the camera zoomed in on Brendan while the crowd was watching a speech, and it caught what I think was a clap, but didn't really look like one. The strange clapping motion has been memed ever since, with everyone trying to figure out what he was doing with his hands. After the fact, Brendan explained that when the red light came on, he just didn't know what to do and kinda spazzed out. Thankfully, he was a really good sport about it. And at number 7, Miley Cyrus and Thicke's performance. This performance was truly shocking, even for today's standards. Just seeing some of the celebrities' faces in the audience made it all worth it. At the 2013 MTV VMAs, a scantily clad Miley Cyrus and Thicke gave a performance that everyone would try to forget. During the performance, Miley danced around, twerked on Robin, and stuck her tongue out an obscene amount of times, all while wearing latex lingerie. After the performance, she defended her decision, saying it was a liberating moment. However, years later, she told Harper's Bazaar that she felt somewhat pressured into the raunchy performance, because she'd become known for that side of her, and felt she would bore fans if she was more conservative. And at number 6, Tiffany Haddish. This one is honestly hilarious, because not only does Tiffany Haddish not know how to pronounce Camila Cabello's name, she also took the time to shade her former girl group, Fifth Harmony. This went down while Tiffany and Kevin Hart were hosting the 2018 VMAs. When Haddish went to introduce Camila, she called her Camille Cabello, joking that she only knows how to speak English. After the awkward name situation, Tiffany did put some respect on Camila's name and called out her former girl group, adding, quote, "Those of you watching at home, hi Fifth Harmony." And crazy enough, at the time, Fifth Harmony stans were outraged at the comments and cancelled Haddish online. Halfway at number 5, Fiji Water Girl. At the 2019 Golden Globes, one woman stole the show, and that was the Fiji Water Girl. Somehow this model that was on the carpet to give away Fiji water managed to photobomb countless photos with the biggest celebrities in the world. The Fiji Water Girl was seen in the back of photos with Amy Adams, Richard Madden, and Nicole Kidman. After the event, she seemed to be the person that everyone was talking about. She went so viral that E! News actually awarded her with the award for, quote, Best Supporting Actress on a Red Carpet. Her acceptance speech was hilarious, saying, quote, "I'd like to thank water. If these celebrities weren't so thirsty, I wouldn't have been able to serve the way that I did. My performance would have been truly not possible without you." And at number 4, Adrien Brody. Adrien Brody made history as the youngest man to win an Oscar for an actor in a leading role in 2003 when he won for The Pianist. After his name was announced as the winner, he was truly speechless, smiling from ear to ear. He then ran up on stage to greet Halle Berry, the presenter, and instead of a hug, which is, customary, Brody planted a long and passionate kiss on Berry. Everyone in the audience laughed at the awkward but passionate moment, and for the longest time it was remembered as a sweet moment. That was until Berry was asked about the kiss in a 2017 interview with Andy Cohen, where she said the kiss was not planned, and the whole time she was just asking herself what the F was happening. It was clear by her expressions that she did not approve of the kiss. And at number 3, Rami Malek. After Rami Malek played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, the world was in awe. He was rightfully nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor at the 2019 Oscars, and even ended up winning. After he gave his touching speech, the cameras cut off and went to commercial break, nothing special. However, something ended up happening after the cameras cut that was not caught on video. After Rami won, he decided to jump down from the stage and actually fell. Even though he seemed fine, the paramedics still came out and took a look at him just in case. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt and was able to party on the rest of the night. And at number 2, John Travolta. This is unfortunately the second blunder in this series by John Travolta. They should probably just stop letting him, present from now on. When John Travolta was tasked with presenting an award to Taylor Swift for her music video You Need to Calm Down, he almost made a huge mistake. After he announced the award at the 2019 MTV VMAs, Taylor along with the cast of the video came up on stage, and it looked like Travolta tried to give the award to a Taylor lookalike that starred in the video instead of Taylor herself. Thankfully, the lookalike did not take the award, so Travolta realized that he was making a mistake and waited for Taylor to come over. He talked about the mix-up after and said he simply thought the person was Taylor, but at the end of the day it was a lookalike, so it's not crazy to think that there could have been a mix-up. And finally at number 1, Michael Jackson. This one is definitely the most awkward on this list. Even though nothing actually bad happened with this one, it's just one of those moments where somebody probably should have stepped in to stop it, but it was just probably too late. At the 2002 MTV Awards, the award show decided to do something nice for Michael Jackson and give him a special surprise for his birthday. Britney Spears presented him with an award for the birthday celebration, which is probably the reason things got so miscommunicated. During her opening, Britney called Jackson the quote artist of the millennium, clearly as a compliment. But Jackson took it too far, and when he came up on stage he thanked the award show for awarding him with the Artist of the Millennium Award, when in fact no such award existed. The crowd was very confused but went along with it anyway. I mean, what were they gonna do? After the MTV Awards finished, a spokesperson for the channel called the whole thing a misunderstanding, saying quote, "There is no such award as the Artist of the Millennium. I think some wires got crossed." Oops. So that's all for the list, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on this one below. But before I go, I'm gonna shout out comments from part 2 of this list. One user said Rashida Jones' father, if anyone was wondering, is the legendary American record producer Quincy Jones. Yes, I probably should have included that. Her parents are both famous, so Quincy Jones, and I think Peggy Lipton is her mother. So what's that called when you're anyway, there's a term for it, but yeah, she born into fame, let's just say that. And MLG Gamer said, isn't it fascinating that probably this man only gets one laugh in his life by stripping down and revealing his shortcomings? That was basically him saying small pee-pee before it even became a thing. Yeah, that was like savage, so well said, so witty. Whoever that man was that, said that, I forget who it was, like damn, do not mess with him. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you all in the next one.